Imagine standing at the edge of a dusty, sun-baked lane in Glendavon, Montego Bay. The air is thick with the scent of street food and the relentless pulse of dancehall, music spilling from makeshift speakers. This isn't a scene from a blockbuster movie about Jamaican culture. This is the tangible, breathtaking reality of a man who, just a few short years ago, was that very same boy on those very same streets. Today, we aren't just going to talk about a musician. We are going to step inside the world of Teejay, the up-top boss, and dissect the anatomy of his ascendancy. We are going beyond the music charts and the streaming numbers to explore the opulent 2026 lifestyle of a man who has successfully transformed struggle into strategy and hardship into high-end real estate. Get ready, because we are about to pull back the gates and take an exclusive tour of the lavish existence of one of dancehall's brightest stars. To truly appreciate the panoramic views from his hilltop estate, you have to understand the view from the bottom. Teejay, born Timoe Jones, isn't just an artist who sings about struggle, he is a product of it. His story is deeply rooted in Glendavon, a community in St. James, Jamaica, that is often described in the same breath as gritty and resilient. It's a place where talent is abundant, but opportunities are scarce, where the dream of making it out often feels like a fantasy. In his 2020 visual for From Rags to Riches, Teejay did something profoundly powerful. He didn't just film a music video in a rented mansion. He took his audience on a pilgrimage back to his roots. He walked through the very lanes where he played as a kid, past the zinc fences and the close-knit yards, creating a stark visual contrast between where he came from and where he was going. That video wasn't just a brag. It was a document, a promise kept to himself. It showed a young man who understood that luxury isn't just about what you own, but about the distance you've traveled to own it. That journey from the dusty roads of Glendavon to the gated communities of St. James is the bedrock of his entire persona. It instilled in him a hunger that a full bank account doesn't quell, but rather refines. And by 2026, that refinement is on full display. He is no longer just the promising star from the Rags to Riches video. He is the established mogul who has turned that narrative into a sustainable empire. The transformation has been nothing short of meteoric. While the world was captivated by his infectious melodies and hardcore lyrics, Teejay was quietly building a portfolio that would make any financial analyst take notice. The real turning point, the moment the world knew he had truly arrived on a global scale, was the release of his debut EP, I Am Chippy, under the watchful eye of the Grammy-winning legend Shaggy, through the immense power of Warner Music. This wasn't just another mixtape, it was a coronation. It was the industry acknowledging that the up-top boss was ready for the world stage. Tracks like Dip, featuring Tommy Lee, became anthems, but for the keen observer, it was the deep cuts that told the story of his evolution. In the song 53, Teejay does something he's always done. He weaves his reality into his rhymes. He raps about his opulent lifestyle, and as a symbol of his early success and unwavering self-expression, he name-drops the Mercedes-Benz GLE 53 Coupe. In the world of dancehall and hip-hop, the car you drive is often the first and loudest declaration of your success. And for Teejay, the GLE 53 wasn't just a vehicle, it was a statement of intent. It signaled that he had moved beyond the basic symbols of wealth and was now curating a collection of machines that reflected his specific taste for power, luxury, and style. But a car, even one as impressive as a Mercedes, is just a trophy. The ultimate symbol of legacy, of permanence, of having truly made it, is the family home. And in 2026, Teejay's domestic situation is the epitome of Caribbean luxury. While he spends considerable time in the United States, solidifying his international presence and networking with industry power players, his heart and his primary residence remain in Jamaica. And this is no ordinary house. We're talking about a mansion that redefines the concept of island living. Back in 2023, as he celebrated his 29th birthday, Teejay did something most of us only dream of. He bought himself a mansion. He took to his Instagram, not to show off a new chain or a party, but to unveil a piece of real estate, a permanent structure that stood as a monument to his years of hard work. He framed it not as an expense, but as a gift to himself, a milestone marker. That purchase was the foundation of the compound he inhabits today. Fast forward to 2026, and that property has evolved. It's no longer just a house, it's a private resort. Nestled in the lush hills overlooking the island, away from the noise but close enough to feel the energy, Teejay's mansion is a fortress of tranquility and taste. The architecture is a masterful blend of modern minimalism and traditional Jamaican vernacular. Think sprawling, open-plan designs that invite the outdoors in. Walls of glass that disappear into the walls, creating an uninterrupted flow from the living room to the sprawling terrace. The flooring is a mix of cool, polished concrete, perfect for the tropical heat, and rich, dark hardwoods sourced from sustainable forests. The centerpiece of the estate is undoubtedly the infinity pool. It's not just a place to swim. It's a liquid mirror that reflects the sky. It juts out from the side of the hill, so when you're floating in it, you feel as though you're suspended in the air, with nothing but the treetops and the distant blue of the sea below you. Loungers aren't your standard plastic poolside fare. They are custom-made teak daybeds, draped in the finest, plush white linen, inviting you to spend the day doing absolutely nothing but soaking in the view. But a true mansion is defined by what's inside. And Teejay's sanctuary is filled with touches that speak to his personality and his journey. The living spaces are adorned with contemporary Jamaican art, bold, colorful canvases from local artists that tell stories of the island's culture and resilience. There are custom-made furniture pieces designed by artisans from Kingston that blend industrial chic with rustic island charm. It's a home that respects its environment and its heritage. You won't find generic, imported luxury here. You'll find a curated collection that says, "I am from here, and I have succeeded here." The kitchen, a chef's dream, is fitted with top-of-the-line German appliances, sleek Italian cabinetry, and a massive central island made from a single slab of Brazilian quartzite. This is where his personal chef prepares meals, often incorporating fresh fish and locally sourced produce, a nod to his roots even in the lap of luxury. And of course, no up-top boss's home is complete without a state-of-the-art recording studio. Tucked away in a soundproofed wing of the mansion is his creative sanctuary. It's here, away from the pressure of commercial studios, that he crafts his hits. The room is bathed in warm, ambient lighting, with vintage analog gear sitting alongside the latest digital technology. It's a space designed for inspiration, where the only thing that matters is the music. And let's talk about that motorcade. The Mercedes GLE 53, while still a prized possession, is now just one member of a very exclusive family. When he cruises through the streets of Kingston or pulls up to a VIP event in Miami, it's often behind the wheel of something even more exotic. We've caught glimpses on his social media of a Lamborghini Urus, the super SUV that combines the practicality of a family hauler with the soul of a race car. Finished in a matte gray with custom rims, it's a vehicle that demands attention. And for those moments when he wants to feel the wind in his hair and the road beneath him, there's the sleek, menacing silhouette of a Porsche 911 Turbo S. This isn't a car for a casual driver. It's a precision instrument for a man who appreciates engineering and speed. These aren't just cars. They're characters in the story of his success, each one representing a different facet of his personality. The powerful executive in the Mercedes, the bold trendsetter in the Lamborghini, the focused artist in the Porsche. But what does it take to fuel this level of opulence? It's not just about selling records anymore, although Teejay does that exceptionally well. His single Drift wasn't just a hit, it was a phenomenon. By early 2026, it has surpassed a staggering 22 million streams on Spotify alone. But that's just one platform. When you factor in YouTube views, Apple Music, and the massive consumption of dancehall in the Caribbean and African diaspora, the numbers become astronomical. Each stream, each download, each radio play contributes to a revenue stream that flows into the up-top boss bank account. Then there are the live performances. Teejay is a sought-after act on the international festival circuit. From the massive crowds at Rolling Loud in Miami to the sophisticated audiences at Wireless Festival in London, his stage presence commands top dollar. These aren't just gigs, they are major financial events. And with his global profile rising, the endorsement deals are starting to pour in. While he maintains authenticity, aligning himself with premium beverage brands and luxury fashion houses is the next logical step for an artist of his caliber. He has also been smart with his business ventures, reportedly investing in real estate beyond his personal home and in Jamaican startups, understanding that the key to long-lasting wealth is diversification. His deal with Warner Music, both for recording and publishing, places him in an elite tier of artists who earn not just when they release an album, but every time their song is played on TV, in a film, or in a club anywhere in the world. This is the new blueprint for dancehall superstardom. It's no longer enough to be a local hero. To live like Teejay lives in 2026, you have to be a global brand. You can see this philosophy in his collaborations. He isn't just sticking to his lane. He's reaching across genres and oceans. His I Am Chippy EP featured not only the best of Jamaica, Skillabang, Bika, Mullier Dawn, but also a remix of Drift with the Afrobeats giant Davido. This was a strategic move, linking the rhythms of Jamaica with the booming market of Nigeria and the broader African continent. It wasn't just a remix, it was a business merger. And then there's Never Complain, his monumental collaboration with his longtime peer, Masika. The track, which serves as the lead single for his upcoming debut album Reputation, shot to #1 on Apple Music in Jamaica. The fact that these two heavyweights could come together and create something so powerful shows a maturity and a business acumen that transcends ego. They understand that a rising tide lifts all boats. In the video for Never Complain, you see both artists in environments of success, and you can bet that Teejay's segment was filmed in locations that showcase the lifestyle he's built: aesthetic, modern, and undeniably luxurious. It's a visual representation of the reputation he's carefully cultivating. Teejay's personal style has evolved in lockstep with his surroundings. The braids are gone, replaced by sharp, clean cuts. The baggy clothes have been traded for tailored fits from high-end designers. He understands that luxury is also about presentation. Whether he's draped in a full tracksuit from a brand like Palm Angels or sporting a crisp, custom-made linen shirt from a Jamaican designer, he carries himself with the quiet confidence of a CEO. He moves through the world with an aura that says he belongs in every room he enters, from the recording studio to the boardroom. This is a man who has learned that true class is understated, that real power doesn't need to shout. It's evident in the way he interacts with his fans, with a genuine warmth that hasn't been diluted by fame, and in the way he mentors younger artists, offering them the wisdom he's gained on his grind to the top. But perhaps the most telling aspect of his 2026 lifestyle is its balance. Yes, there are the Instagram stories of lavish parties and bikini-clad companions by the pool. There are the shots of champagne flutes clinking in VIP sections of clubs in New York and London. Hearing that right. He worked for that visibility. But look closer, and you'll see the other side. You'll see him spending quality time with his son, Jaden Jones, who is also carving out his own path in the music industry. You'll see quiet moments at his mansion, just him and his thoughts, looking out over the ocean he now commands. The women, the cars, the parties, they are the punctuation marks in the story of his life. But the main text, the core narrative, is about building a legacy that will outlast any hit song. He is creating a foundation for his family, investing in his homeland, and proving to every kid still on those dusty streets in Glendavon that the dream is real, but it requires a strategy. The luxury lifestyle of Teejay in 2026 is a complex tapestry. It's woven from threads of struggle, ambition, intelligence, and an unyielding belief in oneself. It's the story of a boy from Montego Bay who used his voice as a tool to build an empire. From the marble floors of his hilltop mansion to the leather seats of his Lamborghini, every possession is a testament to a promise fulfilled. He is living proof that you can take the artist out of the ghetto, but you can never take the ghetto's resilience, its creativity, its drive out of the artist. He has channeled that energy not just into making music, but into building a world for himself that is as beautiful and complex as the rhythms he creates. As we wrap up this tour of the Uptop Boss's life, it's clear that Teejay is no longer just running the race. He's designing the track. He is setting a new standard for what it means to be a dancehall artist in the modern era. It's a standard that requires hit records, yes, but also a sharp mind for business, an eye for aesthetics, and a heart that stays connected to the soil that grew you. From Rags to Riches isn't just a song title for him. It's a blueprint that he follows every single day. And as he looks ahead to the release of his album, Reputation, and continues to conquer new global territories, one thing is for certain. The view from the top has never looked so good, and for Teejay, it feels exactly like home. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into the lifestyles of your favorite stars. We'll see you on the next one.